Children, now we are going to see the new lesson, data handling. Data handling. What do you understand by a data? Data is an information, especially numerical information, collected for a study. Data is a collection of numerical information for a study, or when we collect the information numerically, we get data. The term data is a plural form. Data, plural form. What is its singular form? Data. Data. Like bacteria, bacterium. Radii, radius. Like that. Data, plural form. So, the information collected for, especially numerical information collected for a study is data. We can represent numerical information or data by pictures or graphs. Can you mention or name any one of such a graph? A pictograph. What do you understand? Have you heard the term pictograph? Pictograph is the representation of a data by its picture. For example, if suppose we want to study the sales of car, we can represent this data or the data collected for that. Suppose in month July. Number of sales. So, number of sales. If one car represents 1,000 numbers, then we draw July one car, picture of one car. And August 2 cars. Then what is the total sale? 2,000. September 2.5. Then draw the figure of two cars and then a part of it. Then how many are there? What is the number of sales? For the full cars represents 1,000 numbers. So 2 cars 2,000, half 500. Total 2,500 sales. Or suppose we want to study the details. Of the selling another vehicle or bicycle or bike, then we can represent these numbers by pictures. Such a graph is called pictograph. So first one, to represent data, we use pictograph. Second one, bar graph. What is a bar graph? We can represent data by erecting bars on the horizontal line with respect to the measures given on the vertical line. For example, suppose a student got marks in different subjects in an exam as given below. Subject maths 80 marks, English 100 marks, science 90 marks. How will you represent this by a bar graph? We can represent it by a bar graph in this manner. First draw a horizontal line. horizontal line. Then a perpendicular, mutually perpendicular vertical line. And on the vertical line, we want to mark the marks scored by the student. So for that, we take a uniform distance. We mark uniform distances on the this. On the vertical line. Uniform distances. So here 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Now maths. The student got 80, scored 80 marks in maths. So to represent this subject, we can erect a rectangle on this. Here also we can mark the uniform distances. Uniform distances like as we marked on the vertical line. On vertical line. So first draw the horizontal line. And then second, draw a perpendicular vertical line on the horizontal line. And from this common point is called the origin. Common point, mark the same uniform distance on the horizontal line as well as on the vertical line. These distances are equal. Say 1 centimeter. 1 unit equal to 1 centimeter on the horizontal line. 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit or whatever it is. 20 units on the 1 centimeter, 20 units. 1 centimeter like this. Now we want to erect a rectangle of 80 marks. 80. So here this is the point for 80. We can erect a rectangle in this manner. What is the height of the rectangle? Height of the rectangle is same as the marks scored. And the breadth 1 unit. 1 unit breadth. So this rectangle represents mass. So this is a bar. This is a bar. Second, English 100 scored 100. 100. So leave the same distance for the next, to draw the next bar. Here we left 1 unit. Now leave the same unit and then draw the bar. Bar whose length is proportional to or same as 100. Breadth 1 unit. Breadth same. So this is for English. Second bar. Third, 90. 90. Again, leave 1 unit and then erect a rectangle whose length is 90. 90 units. This rectangle all the rectangles are of same width. This is for science. So length, this height 90 units. This graph is called a bar graph. bar graph. Again, the first one Pythagoras, the second bar graph. We can also represent this type of data by double bar graph, using the double bar graph also. Double bar graph. For that, suppose this marks that student got marks, scored marks in maths 80, English 100, science 90 in 2019. And in 2020 also, suppose he scored 2020 marks 100, 80, 70. These are the marks scored the same student 2020 in an exam. Here 2019 in the same subject. We can represent this by a double bar graph. Double bar graph. How can we draw the double bar graph? We can draw the double bar graph in this manner. First, we can draw the horizontal line and mark the horizontal line. Then vertical line and mark the equal units. Then 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Then subject. Here we are going to represent this data by double bar graph. Double bar graph. So first we can mark the midpoint of each division. Midpoint. Now, first maths 80 in 2019, in 2020 100. So 90. First erect 90. Erect 90. Height 90. This is for 2019. 90. So maths 80. English. Maths 80. 80 is required. 80. At the same time, in 2020, he scored 100. 100 for maths. 100. So enlarge the rectangle. So the width, length different, but width same. So this is 2090. So erect an adjacent rectangle to represent the marks of 2020, and we can separate the rectangles by shading. This is for maths. Then English 100. Then leave the same space, 1 unit. Leave 1 unit, and then erect a rectangle to represent the mark of English. Mark of English 2019 100. 2020 80 marks, 80. Then that's English. Now science 90 and 20. 90. Leave 1 unit. Then erect. A rectangle. First 90. 90, then 70. 70, 80, 70. Then shade. Science. Then how can we identify this one bar from the other? We can mention it like this. Right. This unshaded portion or rectangle represents marks of 2090. Marks of 2020. 2020. So this graph is called double bar graph. That is, we draw adjacent rectangles or bars to represent the given data. 2090, 2020, same student got score 80 and 100. Here in English, 2019 100, 2020 80. In science, 2019 90, 2020 70. So this is the bar graph. This is double bar graph. So what are the representations of graphical representation of data? Pictograph, bar graph and double bar graph. Now you have to read the textbook. Chapter 5, 5th chapter, data handling. And do the try these questions of page 71. Question 1, 2, 3. Try these questions of page 71. One important point. See, this is a bar graph. Can we change the position of bars or any change in the position of bars affects the data or the information given by the graph. A change in the, see, if we draw this bar here and this one in that place, is there any change in the information given from the graph? There is no change in the information given in the graph. The bars can be anywhere we can draw, but we must mention, if we draw this rectangle here, we must write here maths, and if we draw this here, we can write here English. That is enough. That is, there is no change in the information given by the graph when we change the bars. So bars can be drawn anywhere, but we have to mention that. Which information is represented by that bar. Otherwise, there is no change. So, do the questions given. Thank you.